Okay, so part two, I'm showing up after you saw that video of the tub leaking weirdly in the middle there. You saw the video one of locating tub leak. So here I am, I showed up, I haven't done nothing, but let's go ahead and take a peek. It's all dry right now. Here's the area that was videoed for me by the tenant. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run a couple tests to see if it's the drain first, and or tub in the valve. So the first thing I want to do is turn on the tub, and we're going to let that run. Now you might recognize this drain. I just got through unclogging this drain the other day, but it didn't leak on me. There was no water at my feet by the end of the day. So what I'm looking for here is, by allowing the water to go through here first, I'm going to isolate the scenario of this leaking from here up to the shower and just deal with direct down the drain. And I want to see if the drain is failing somehow behind here and the water is maybe riding the cast iron of the tub and then showing its face down there. So we're going to let this run for a minute, and if I see any water coming out in this area, which I don't, looks pretty dry to me. So let it run a little bit. You know, you really want to be sure about this. You don't want to just run it and say, "Oh, it should leak by now," because you never know. It may take gallons of water first to actually initiate breaking free from wherever the leak is. I'm looking down at it right now, and I don't see anything happening. And I'm feeling comfortable right now that nothing is happening here with the drain. So I'm going to shut it off, or from the valve here down. Now when I go ahead and I switch this over from tub to shower, something else could be going on from here up. I don't know. So I shut it off. Gonna let that drain down in my nice newly cleared drain. I still don't see any water down here. So what I'm going to do next now, so I'm going to go ahead and flick this over to shower, and I want to see what happens when I turn on the shower now. Okay, I'm going to close this curtain. Let's see if it's the valve. I know it's not the tub down or the drain, because nothing is happening down there on the floor. So here we go with the shower. So let's watch this area, see what happens. Oh, I see water coming. Yep. Oh. You guys see that? There it is, there's water right there, coming right out of that little pinhole. Yep, right here. Look at it. Coming right out. Okay. So now I know it's something to do with the shower when it's on. So let's go after that. Shut this off. I'm going to go after that now. Let's check the valve. We got to see what's going on inside the valve. Okay, so I have to put the phone down so I can do this. You guys seen me work with these valves before. You know what I'm doing. I'm just taking out the screws, disassembling this piece. Take off that cap. Middle screw comes out for the handle. Got lucky with this one. Sometimes they'll stick. Okay, take off, spin out this cap. Alrighty, and out comes the set screws for the plate. All right. Okay, so you guys are familiar now, I think, pretty much, if you've been paying attention to what we're looking at here. So now we're gonna go, I'm gonna turn on the water and I'm gonna look deep inside of there, inside this wall, and see if we have any kind of a leak going on. I see no water right now. It looks perfectly dry. I don't see any indication coming from the diverter. Down below, I have no issues as far as I can see with this. But I'm going to go ahead and turn on the water and see what happens. Stand back, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go ahead and shut the shower curtain. Okay, running the water, looking at the valve, looking inside, checking everything in here. And it looks really, really tight in there. I don't see any issues with this valve whatsoever. So that's not leaking in there. Let's see what's going on here. But still, with the shower on, I'm getting water here. Yep, still leaking. Gotta check something else now. Found the problem. I noticed that shower head is pointing directly at the back wall here. And it's hitting and going down. And if you look, you can see little cracks behind the grout line. I mean, behind the caulking, the silicone caulking. It's getting behind there. It's not riding this way and down. It's actually going behind into these cracks, hitting the back of the tub, and riding this son of a gun down to a place where it can exit. Do you believe this? Over 25 years I've been tracing leaks and doing stuff like this. This is a first. I've seen bad grout and stuff, but it would leak directly down to the unit below. Never pop out in the middle of the tub like this. So I'm gonna make this definitely the reason by running one more test. I'm gonna clean up, I'm gonna move that shower head off of that. I'm just gonna let it run directly to the tub. Let's see what happens. Okay, so I cleaned up the floor, so I know for a fact the leak is stopped, the water is off, I have nothing coming out. A little bit of residual maybe. So now I'm going to test my theory that it's the shower head hitting that back wall going down. I turn the shower head directly straight down into the tub, diverting it straight to the tub. Let's run the shower. Let's make sure that we're not hitting the back wall. I don't want any water hitting here. And we're not. Just little sprinkles. So let's see. By diverting the water, I don't know. I don't see anything. It'd be coming out all in this area right here. I don't see anything right now. No water coming down any of these corners. I'm feeling pretty confident I got this one solved. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead now. We're gonna pull the silicone, rip it right out, dry it up. I'm going to seal it up really tight. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and cut out the silicone that's here. Look at how loose it is. I mean, that's just a dead giveaway right there. Look how easy this is coming up. Which kind of tells me that the last time this was caulked, or siliconed, they didn't allow it enough time to cure. Somebody took a shower right after, got it wet, it wasn't able to seal properly. I get a little trick to solve that before we silicone. I do something else. I'm going to continue removing all of this and be right back. Okay, it's all cleaned out. Got it all out. You can see the big gap right there between. The sidewall's not so bad. So much as over here where the gap is. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use something that I'm probably going to get some comments. It's overkill. You don't need to do that. And yeah, you're right. You don't. I mean, if you caulk it and seal it right, blah, blah, blah. However, this is a condominium, and there's no such thing as overkill to me, because we could leak on somebody below, and there's a liability there that is huge. You know, your insurance can get involved. You knock down somebody's wall, soak it, they can sue you. There's all kinds of crap. So I don't care what anybody says. I have JB Weld stick, and this stuff is unbelievable. It's a chemical reaction that's created by taking this plastic off and taking the gray clay inside, mixing it together, and the two chemicals together, you'll see it's darker in the middle, lighter on the outside. Those two together will bond and create steel, like metal, just like the tub. Okay, so we're gonna do some overkill here. I'm gonna fill very lightly. I'm going to fill in those joints using this product.